if you notice that the whole left scap was coming off of the rib cage, so you could see like top to bottom of that left scap, this is one of the ways that we can start to work on getting some expansion in the back side of the left part of your upper rib cage. Okay, so remember that we are talking about this part of our rib cage that really kind of lies right underneath our scap, so that's where we are wanting to focus our efforts on. You're going to need a yoga block for this one, so you can go ahead and go grab that and meet me back here. This breathing drill is a variation of a rock back breathing drill. So with any of the rock back stuff that we're doing, it's usually getting posterior expansion of some kind. But this time we are not focusing on lower posterior expansion. We're focusing more on upper posterior expansion. So you can think rib cage, not mid, low back, or pelvis. All right. What you're going to do is you are going to sit your butt on your heels. If you need to put a towel or anything here to meet yourself there, if it's uncomfortable right here, that's totally fine. With your yoga block, you're going to put your palm up on the yoga block. If that's uncomfortable, you can use a neutral reach with your palm facing to the side. But if it's accessible to you, you want to put your palm up and you're going to put your elbow on the yoga block like so. Now, one important thing we have to get here is protraction of the shoulder blade, or we want our serratus anterior to actually kind of activate and help to get some congruency. Remember, we're trying to get sticky sided tape, okay? But we got to apply the tape, so to speak, first. We have to get the serratus to come on. What you don't want to see is here and then this, because I haven't actually used any serratus muscle to do that. I've really just pulled down with my rectus muscles. So it's not doing anything except for flexing my spine. I mean, you might get some like upper abs, but that's not the point of this exercise, okay? So what I want you to do is, keeping a relatively flat spine to begin with, I want you to think about driving the whole left forearm into the block, okay? So it should almost feel like your left side is more heavier than the right, more heavier. That your left side is heavier than your right. Now from here, I want you to let your chest drop. Okay, I know that seems counterintuitive, but I want you to let your chest drop. So you should feel how it's almost like the front of your chest comes closer to your forearm. And now I want you to push through your whole forearm and push your chest away, push your chest away, push your chest away, push your chest away. You don't want to arch through your back to push your chest away. You should be able to just push your chest away by pushing your whole forearm into the yoga block. And make sure that you don't get really tight up here, okay? Because we don't want our upper trap turning on, trying to create motion. Now, you have your serratus on, and that is good. We want to keep the serratus on. I have my right hand just in front of me right here. I'm going to make a fist with my left hand. It's just going to help me to keep some more tension overall here. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to exhale and feel that left low ribs right here come down and in, okay? This is really important. I want these left lower ribs to come down and in. And you can even take your right hand and kind of hold them there if you want to. And remember, you're pushing away, getting that left side serratus on. Now you're going to inhale, exhale. And on that inhale, you don't want that left side rib to kind of flare out. It's going to be really hard to keep it in a nice position, but do your best. So you're going to inhale. Exhale. And check in with yourself, because this one's really hard, especially if that left serratus just really isn't used to showing up a lot. So again, what you're aiming to feel is air moving into this part of your rib cage in the back. The reason why you're doing this is because we want the serratus to be like sticky sided tape and get that rib cage to sit nicer on your rib cage. Get that scap to sit nicer on your rib cage. But know that the shape of the rib cage has to be such that the scap can sit on it well, okay? When we get a scap that sits on a rib cage in a really nice position, then the muscles around it are happy. When the muscles around it are happy, we have tons of ranges of motion without compensation, which means less injuries, more climbing, everybody is happy. All right, give that a shot. Let me know how it goes.